Hi everyone, thank you for joining me today. Welcome back. So, I'm choosing this colour palette, but I'm going for a base colour that I've not really ever used before. This is phthalo Turquoise. It's a transparent colour, but I wanted to demonstrate how sometimes you use colours and how they dry completely differently from the wet version. I'm going to use that as my base, and then I'm going to puddle the colours on top. All the colour descriptions are listed in the description box below, and I've also listed the brands. I'm just ensuring I've got a very consistent layer on my base, and I'm using my torch to get rid of any of the air bubbles. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all my colours, but first of all I'm just going to puddle a little bit more of the phthalo turquoise because that's my centre point and that's my guide just there. So I'm going to take one colour at a time and layer it on top. I'm going to start with the white, titanium white, and I'm just debating whether to do one puddle or three, but because of the size of the canvas, this is a large A1 size canvas, I'm going to do 3 puddles, so when I can blow it out I'll have enough paint in the middle. This next colour is gorgeous, and this is a permanent red violet light by Amsterdam. Next, I'm using the warm grey, again by Amsterdam, but as I puddle my colours, I really want to think about the contrast that it's going to create when I blow out the design. So I'm really considering the colours and the layers one by one. I'm adding a bronze now, because that's going to give that metallic shine and vibe. I'm also going to add a gold, and that's going to help me create cells and lacing when I blow out this design. So I'm just going to repeat some of those colours again and puddle them on top of each other one by one using the white, the warm grey, the gorgeous deep red violet, the bronze, and then what I'll do is I will use the gold as an outline for the whole piece. Just wait and see what I mean. I'm just adding some more on my base colour, the phthalo turquoise. That will help when I blow the paint across for it to travel on top of the canvas. I need enough paint to help with the fluidity of the paint to travel. So I'm taking my blow dryer, it's on a cool setting, it's the lowest setting, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow it out into like a flower shape, into like a bloom shape. And then I will take each side and each section one by one. I'll have a look at it and I will probably tweak it and I'll blow it out a little bit more just to ensure that I capture the design that I have in my mind. And with this piece, I really want to ensure that there's still quite a bit of negative space. Phthalo turquoise is going to dry a lot darker than what you see now, but adding some of that white will ensure that I get a different tone of that phthalo turquoise when it dries. So I'm just going to blow the design out now and then look at the composition, and you'll see that I want to leave some negative space at each end of this design, each end of this petal design. So just a reminder to all of those of you that follow me regularly and watch me create these designs. For me, it's all about being in the moment, enjoying your creation, enjoying the process as you paint and you create your design. No need to rush. Don't be afraid to switch that dryer off, step back and really look at the design that you're creating. Have in your mind which side you're going to start with and how you want to blow out your design. And remember, if you don't have enough paint that you've already layered, add a little bit more and blow it out as you go. So for me now, this is very much about looking at the paint that I've already got on my canvas, looking at the patterns that are being formed, and tweaking it and changing the composition as I go, blowing out some areas more than others, and really kind of stepping back and looking at the overall design, the overall composition of what colours are more prominent, what colours I might need to blow out a little bit more, and looking at some of the cell formation. Now, I don't know if you already know, but I wrote and devised a mindfulness course last year, and I've had some really great feedback from all of the students that are taking that course. If you don't know, it's about really taking time for yourself, using art and creativity to practice mindfulness. It helps me with my own mental health, with my stress levels, and I know the students that are already taking the course have said that they've also benefited from the course that I've designed. You don't have to be good at art, and it's not all about fluid art. There's various exercises that capture your art and creativity, but it's mainly about using those techniques within the course to develop a mindfulness practice that suits yourself, to work with a schedule that's good for you. So if you'd like a little bit more information about that course, then check out the description box below. I've pinned the link to my course. Check it out and see if it's something that you'd be interested in. Okay, so let me take you in for a closer look at some of this detail. I'll show you the dry version shortly. So I've tweaked this design very slightly. I've decided to add in a few finger swipes just to add depth to this piece, and just so you can see the background colour pop through in each of those sections. And here's the dried result. I absolutely love it. And I love how different the phthalo turquoise has dried. There are patches on there that are a bit lighter than others, but you know what? I'm actually really happy with that. It's not a solid colour on the background. There are areas that are a little lighter than others, and by adding that white, you can see that I've managed to capture a different tone of that turquoise as it's dried. I really love the details and I really enjoy using this colour palette. Let me know what you think. So I'll leave you with some close-up details, but I just want to say a big thank you to all of you for all of your support, all of your kind comments and feedback. And I just want to say, have a great week ahead and be kind to yourself. If you're going to pick up your paintbrush, your pens, whatever you do to create and create your own versions of your art and creativity, then just enjoy the process as you create. Don't put pressure on yourself to end up with a perfect design straight off. Learn by some of the mistakes that you make. And I always think they're never mistakes. They're great lessons to learn, ready for the next creation that you do. Anyway, have a lovely week. Really pleased that you could join me today. Thank you again. And I'll see you hopefully in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye.